setting up the live stream. And we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Node.js Technical Steering Committee meeting of the 28th of January, 2026. I'm joined here by my fellow Node.js TSC members, and we are following the standard agenda. So the first thing is that, are there any announcements? I think we have one, okay, to make. It's going to be an OpenJS track or room, whatever it is, at Render Atlanta next year. And that will be probably the only kind of event that the foundation will be doing. And that's it, essentially. So there's going to be a CFP going out for it, okay, sooner rather than later. So if you want to speak there, please let us know, or I don't know what's the channel, but we can figure out the channel, essentially. I think it's going to be handled by the OpenJS Program Committee. And it's going to be node heavy. Okay. So, and I'm finally going to be at Atlanta. I think I'm going. Oh. Cool. This is the first announcement. Second thing is reminder to nominate people for the contributor spotlight. So if you have somebody that is have done something of merit of showing, please let us know. Okay. Then we have the CPC and board meeting updates. Joe, have you got anything for us? Well, I can probably cover this as well, but let Joe speak.
Yeah, on the CPC side, there's not too much. You know, we've been making just sort of some normal progress on some regular things, updating the website and some GitHub READMEs to help folks that are looking to get started and things like that, and just guide folks to the work that we do there. One other interesting thing is, and I hadn't really thought about this lately, but we're adopting version 3 of the contributors code of conduct. So we need to figure out how that impacts any of the other projects and whatnot, what sort of ripple effects are there. But I thought I'd mention that as well. I don't know what else, if you have anything else, Matteo, you want to bring to the table?
No, that's it, essentially. I think that is fine.
I know there was talk about a blog post, but I don't know if that's premature.
It's premature. So that's
yeah.
Mature. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Then there is next item on the web team, nominating Matt IPv4 as web admin. There doesn't seem any objections. It's been open last week. And are there any? Philip. Okay. Are there any concerns? Do we want to go forward? There's a lot of +1s, even from TSC members. Okay, I'm going to write no objections from. It can move forward. Maybe we can wait 1 week, though. Been open last week. Okay, let's write something different. No quorum in the meeting. The meeting, we will adjourn for the next. Okay. Okay, this is done. No objections from presence, but no No quorum. Okay. And yes, I can somebody help with the attendees. That would be fantastic. Thank you, whoever is doing it. Okay. Next issue is time-sensitive GitHub Action cache rate limit from GitHub stuff. GitHub stuff. Oh, this seems important to discuss. What's to do? Can somebody speak about it? It's
as far as I know, someone from GitHub opened the issue and said that they had put in some sort of rate limiting on cache usage, and it also identified SC cache, which is the thing we're using in GitHub Actions, as one of the things that needs changing. So as far as I know, the actual action hasn't been updated yet, but they're trying to get the action to update to obey the new cache limiting. And they did call our project out as one that was particularly heavy in usage of cache and cache invalidation. This is wholly GitHub Actions. This has nothing to do with the Jenkins CI. This is entirely our GitHub Actions usage. And yeah, it probably requires someone to work out our usage patterns and whether there's anything we can realistically do to make, well, to satisfy GitHub, I guess, or whether we need to look at anything on the account side, whether we need to get higher limits or
sorry, the question is
the question is GitHub is saying that we are abusing it. So they have changed the Git cache, they have changed the cache policy, and that is now our project is seen as a not a good citizen of cache usage. How we're using GitHub caches through our use of the SC cache plugin.
okay.
So someone needs to investigate it on the project side, and I don't think anyone's volunteered to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you that it sounds kind of urgent, but it was over a week ago, I think. So that there is a PR open to update the action, but as far as I know, that version of the action hasn't got any changes in relation to the ask from GitHub. So there is this issue on our board. There's another issue open on the SC cache actions, where they're currently debating something.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is that we can increase the limit of the cache. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking. Okay, managing caches. No, I'm taking a look. On Bayou, you can configure enterprise setting. Okay. And where is it? Actions, maybe general. Oh, your enterprise has set a maximum limit of 10 gigabyte. Okay.
So I think it was a combination of both the limit, but also the rate limiting, as in sort of how often you're trying to access it, and then they were talking about like invalidation. So if you go to the cache and the cache isn't valid, and you're replacing the cache which we tend to do because, you know, when we recompile something and the thing we're recompiling is not in the cache, we replace it. So
yeah, but this makes sense. Like,
it makes sense. But what they're basically telling us is that, you know, you're using a lot more than we're intending. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution there is. The issue was kind of pinged to the build channel, but I pointed out build doesn't really have control over this because it's wholly within the Node core repo. So it's running entirely on GitHub Actions. It's not using anything that build controls. So, you know, even if it was some account setting, I mean, obviously there are people in build that are also on the TSC, but build itself doesn't actually control the GitHub Actions usage in Node. So while we can advise on, you know, actual build processes and commands to run, the actual things about cache usage is outside of builds, the build working groups ability to affect. So yeah, there've been some remarks from other TSC members in there that said, you know, we need to work out what we're using and stuff before we can make decisions.
So what I am getting is there is no real, no one really, like who is there somebody doing the work?
Not to my knowledge. But it sounds important enough that probably somebody should be.
Yeah.
I mean, if it really becomes if it really becomes a problem, we can just remove the caching. It will mean every GitHub Actions build will take longer because it's not cached anything. But I mean, that is an option. You know, if it's going to become an issue with GitHub.
Let me see if
another option would be to ask GitHub for more storage.
Yeah, this is what I just want to check if we can.
Yeah, I think someone just needs to clarify, is it just a question of storage or is it also a question of the rate? But maybe the rate is a function of, you know, hitting the storage limit and then replacing things that were
Sure, but I feel like we probably need more than 10 gigs, right? Because we have 4 release lines, if we include main.
We do, but we don't have a. I suppose it doesn't matter. Most of the PRs are targeting main. We do have PRs targeting the other release lines, but they're not.
But yeah, every time we update the staging branch, we will run on a different release line, which will probably evict a ton of cache. And we do that on a lot of platforms. So maybe another option would be to disable it only on non-main, like on the release lines. Maybe that could
anyway
already help.
Like I said, it requires someone to sit down and look at it and see. Like maybe it will be a problem. So maybe the staging branches are a problem, and then we can talk about that. So yeah.
And
do we have a contact at GitHub?
Yeah, I do. I just need to know what to ask, and it's not clear to me what to ask. So I've written down, we have a limit of 10 gigabytes set at the enterprise layer. I'll investigate how to raise this. And I'm tagging the reporter. Can you clarify what is the exact problem with caching that impact us? It's your messages are a bit generic. And it's and not immediately actionable, minus increasing the cache size. Okay. I've written, and let's see what they say, essentially. I'm going to go and ask then Do you know, guys, how to get to the enterprise? We have an enterprise account. Enterprise account. Okay. And I want the enterprise account. Enterprise URL. Oh, enterprises. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I have the enterprise. Let's see if I can, if there is a limit here. You have two things. Organization setting. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I can't. This is the organization settings. Okay. So, yep, I cannot change this here. So this is probably going to be on billing. I have absolutely no idea how to raise that. Policies, maybe. Oh, these might be here. Okay, I do have this. No, total can size can be set up to. Yeah, I think I can raise this. I don't know if this is going to charge us money. Okay, given our account. So I am going to ask Ben to clarify. Okay. And please verify if this we raise the limit, how much it would if we can, and if we would incur in any costs associated. Okay, I added the questions. Let's wait for the answers. Okay. Now, next issue is issue 61262. Okay. Is marking as mark as release candidate. Okay. Do we have that? There was an objection, so we don't have quorum so far. Okay.
And Bart has not responded.
Okay. Can you, Antoine, you are in contact with him? I don't know the name, so I don't know the GitHub. I'm in trouble with this. So if you can help him having a meeting soon with him, that would be fantastic. Okay. So we can remove, or otherwise we will need to head for a vote.
Yep. I suggest we leave that subject for later if Bart responds.
Yeah,
or another meeting.
Yeah. The take here is, like, for me, I think we should be moving things forward and holding it up. Like, the fundamental point is we cannot make it hold forever. Okay. Yeah. Okay. the objector, the person objecting is not in the meeting. Tabled for next time if this cannot be scheduled. Let's verify if it is collaborator, and if not, and if so, we need a vote. Okay. Build doc using the new doc API for tooling, issues 57343. So is the switch to the new system, okay? And there is an objection from Antoine. So
yeah, I'm not too happy with the new JSON output. Yeah, my block is the JSON should match what we currently have before we proceed.
The JSON.
You know, yeah, it has HTML, which is what most people are using. There's also a JSON output.
Oh, I didn't even know we had a JSON output. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't. So yeah, this is new. Okay, sorry, this is new. Let me check.
But
okay.
Well, we've had it for a long time. It's just most people either
We have no
used it or
idea.
are not aware of it. And I can't remember. I think someone did come out of the woodwork some time ago to say, yeah, we're using it, but it's one I've been producing
Whoa.
for a long
This-
time, and it's been up on the download page for well, it's on the download site with all the rest of the documentation.
Wow, I didn't know. This is actually pretty cool. I had no idea. I had no idea. So I'm frankly impressed.
Yes, I think Antoine's looked at this more than I kind of assumed that, you know, to make it easier to switch, we would expect the output to be pretty much the same as it is.
I agree. I agree. When we need to, otherwise it's otherwise I would consider a some very major change.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and ideally, the changes should be there on pull request, right? So I'm not saying I don't want any change to the JSON output. Just in this pull request, doing the switch makes more sense to align as much as possible.
Okay, let me write a message. Okay, so we discussed this during today ESC meeting, and the general feeling is that the JSON output should stay the same for ease of rollout. Changing that, it would be necessary. It would probably be a some very major change, which we should avoid for this at this time. Okay. Okay. Okay, there was a message from James that says to add it to the TSC. Okay, let me write a message in the Slack. Please, next time, add a full question when tagging the TSC. Otherwise, we would not know all the details. Okay, there was a thread. So about the JSON. Okay. So I like if this only the JSON changes.
The
Like
HTML changes as well, but it's
yeah, the HTML is wanted. Okay.
yeah. But it wouldn't be super major anyway.
That if we change that is a Semver major change, which
The
you know
JSON, yeah, I agree.
if we can avoid, okay, I would personally prefer to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from a release point of view, the options are we say it's Semver major, and then we're not going to backport the new tooling to the other release lines.
Which is not
Which,
great.
yeah, it's an option.
An option.
So, or yeah, if it's possible to make it not Semver major, that's possibly backportable, and then things that would make it Semver major could be changed separately on top if it's thought to be better but still breaking.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's the request is fair. Okay, and then let's debate with them. But you know, if they want to talk more about it, they can come to the next ESC meeting, one of the next ESC meeting, and discuss. And Ruben, are you here? No, you're not, Ruben. So I think the issue about colorize, I would park it still. Okay. Okay. Then the issue is 1541 on the security VG repo, handling high volume of high generated vulnerability reports. And it has been closed.
Just closed. We have created the blog post. We have published the blog post and increased the signal of HackerOne. So let's wait for a few weeks and we can consider that done. And in case the reports keep increasing, we get back to it.
Okay. If I want to say, I am personally done. So we received for knowledge for the group and the people watching this stream. Okay, I in the Fastify project, we received in January alone half of all the reports that we received in the wall of 2025. And I just bumped the signal there too. And I just received 2 more today. So my expectation is the signal is not going to do much difference. But it's
I have plans to talk with the HackerOne team because one of the problems is that the signal is a requirement for existing users, but new users kind of bypass that. So I'm going to ask them if there's a way to have just good reputation users submitting reports, and the new hackers with 0 of signal, they won't be able to do so. So I'm in contact with Ben to see if that's possible.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is the situation. It's pretty bad out there. Okay. If you have time and can help with the security work, please do. At this point, it's very tricky. So next issue is issue 1800 in the TSC repo, the Collaborator Summit. So we do have a tentative date, a tentative location, and a tentative everything, but we are not supposed to book travel just yet, if my understanding, unless it has been unblocked.
Yeah, I think we are on the final stage on finalizing the details. So the dates are set, and we will lift the travel booking as soon as we have the final updates.
So it's the 14, 15 April 2026, and in London, waiting for final approvals before booking travel. Okay, perfect. No news on the charter updates, self-certified, nothing on the last three things. On admin 1000 and 005 enable 2FA. Only allows secure two-factor methods. I don't think this is possible. I proposed to close this 3 weeks ago. I think we can just close it. A simple sampling told me that we will lose some critical people.
Yeah, you have my support to close. It can be real. If that forces someone to speak up, then we can revisit. But yeah, let's close it.
Like it will need to be somebody like what I really wanted as a setting, okay, is that if we can allow only selected individuals not to, okay, and they can ask for exceptions, but that will be my generic feeling on the topic. So anyway, I'm pasting, closing. Done. Okay. Then there is Packet Mancini, retire, Node.js config CI Travis. I think yes. It has been blocked for a long time, so we have, okay, I'm doing that right now. Okay. Delete this thing. Okay, then this is done. And then I need to archive the repo. Yep. Okay. Done. Okay. Done now. Perfect. And yeah. Have we got any news for the strategic initiatives?
I guess performance is an strategic initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some updates. Choker is doing a great work on buffer optimization and also some assertions. He did a very good research on our APIs, and he found out that most of them were not assertive as the specification requires, and also bumped the performance. So I expect a good improvement in the next report. I will also open up a request that will increase the thread pool size by default based on the operating system threads available or CPU available. I have added the blocked label there because I'm still conducting some researches to see its real impact or if that brings performance or not. That's it.
Yeah, I'm legitiming it. Okay, fine. It's fine. I am not sure if it's a major. It's already tagged as a major, so yes, let's do it. It's I have personally seen it improving things. Okay.
Yeah, we were discussing that on NodeSource, and that there are some situations where people run more than one application on a big machine, and that might impact other apps since we are going to spawn more threads on those situations. So we are investigating how this, what could be the downside of it. So that's why it's still blocked.
Okay. I have personally not seen any downside. I've tested it significantly and it's mostly okay, but this is my take. Anyway, I think we are done. One more thing. I have made some PR progress on the virtual file system. You probably have seen my massive AI written PR. Okay, that thing is massive, and it would not be possible without the use of AI. I'm sorry. Okay, it's a massive amount of code. Okay, and a massive amount of API surface. So take a look. Okay. Let me know if you need anything, any more details or designs on it. Okay. I am doing some more iteration based on the comments and feedbacks that I've received. So that will be done. It's actually relatively easy to do this kind of large scale work with AI now because it's pretty solid. Okay? It can allow to, iterate large scale design, large scale API relatively quickly. So it's given, you code a little thing and then it finish off essentially. And our FS module has a massive API surface, unfortunately, which needs a lot of work.
That's the virtual FS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is I'm adding another PR that is linked into it, that it adds address the comment of Stephen Bellinger. This is essentially needed for VFF, for SEA, and is needed for SEA. It's needed for the test runner. Okay. Exactly. Perfect. I think we're done. Thank you very much, folks. And see you next time.
All right.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.